Right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Church of Reading morning meditation. Um, we are here in the post 2020 election week. Still winding down very slowly because of the count and some controversy, but I think hopeful that it will all be sorted out soon and we can move on to other topics in our lives, other concerns. We noted before we started recording the loss of several people in our church community. And we want to acknowledge that perhaps today as well. So let's begin with a sense of questioning and open and honest acknowledgement of our emotional state, our concerns about what's going on in the world stage, what's going on in the hearts of those around us who are suffering loss, and the hearts of those around us who are facing healing or the healing process. There is a sense in my world of almost a need or a desire to sort of set aside the world for a little bit and say, world, go get yourself sorted. I'll rejoin when you've got your stuff together. And at the same time, I wonder if there is a need for me to make my voice heard. Right this moment, my feeling is that I'm just not sure what to do. So I wait patiently and I prepare myself by spending this 30 minutes this morning to look for my, as they say in DBT, my wise mind, to look for the place of peace and wisdom from which I might be able to provide a constructive response to whatever comes up in the near future. But there is a bit of a cloud hanging over this. And so I would think we should acknowledge that. We should hold that feeling as a friend as a messenger who is not necessarily uh, here to tell us that the sky is falling, but they're here to tell us that there are things that need to be taken care of, and we should pay attention. So let's pay attention. Let's hold our feelings, hold our um, trepidations, hold our uh, sadness for loss, um, and listen for what the message is. And perhaps as you are holding this messenger, this friend, these feelings, these thoughts, these emotions, you may notice that in the silence and in the quiet, um, and in the, you know, for me, the image of me literally cradling those feelings like a baby just in my arms in front of me. I find that in the silence there is a depth as deep as the ocean into which these thoughts and concerns and worries um, can dissolve with relative ease. Um, and so, as we perhaps in our own experience notice something like this, we can take some wisdom from it and say, ah, yes, the messenger comes and the messenger goes. Um, and we are still here. Um, we are still capable of uh, relying on this great depth of ours to continue to receive these messages, briefly carry the burden of them, and then hopefully learn from them and respond in a way that reduces our suffering and perhaps those around us. Perhaps it gives us the wisdom and perspective to provide some consolation. It has the perspective, it gives us the perspective and wisdom to look forward to what it is that we need to do to heal. Um, it gives us the wisdom and perspective to know how we might need to respond and add our voices to crises on the national level. So for now, having listened to the messenger, held them, and hopefully allowed them to move on their way. Let's let ourselves rest as if that great ocean of, of peace and openness and vastness is ourselves, that is the universe. Let us be cradled in its arms. Let us pass into that mystery, um, if only for a few moments, and release our remaining anxieties, our tensions, our anticipations, our fears. Let our tensions in the body fall away with those things as they sort of are um, slowly sink into the ocean of this great depth that is available to us. Let's move more deeply into the body to find more and more subtle release, starting with the crown of the head. Relax the scalp, the forehead. If there is any one particular point that is difficult on this journey into the body, bring a few deep breaths into that part of the body and bring away the tension and the tightness that may have resided there. Let it pass away on the exhale. Move down to the space above the roof of your mouth and the eyeballs. Let the eyeballs relax in their sockets. Feel the point at which the uh, spine connects with the skull, and at that point on the back of the neck, feel the breath nourish on the inhale and release on the exhale. Feel the jaws, the point at which they connect underneath the ears and the earlobes themselves. Release any tension. Allow the lips and the tongue to settle and rest in their natural state. And then follow this sense of ease and allow it to settle deeper into the body, down into the throat, the back and side of the neck. And feel that um, relaxation, that awareness, that non judgmental and soothing awareness, or our chi, ki, flow downwards, feeling the shoulders release, the upper arms, the crease of the elbow, the forearms, each of the hands. Allow each of the tiny little bones in the hand um, feel as though they are um, being surrounded by uh, an ever relaxing grip of the muscles and the energy. As they settle, feel as though the skin of the hands are draped over the little bones. Feel as though the skin is just smoothing out in that sense of relaxation. Let's bring our awareness back to the sternum and the heart and the space on the back between the shoulder blades. Um, with each exhale, releasing the tension, and on the inhale, finding nourishment and ease, and let that ease float down to the solar plexus, kidneys, the belly, the small of the back, space just below the belly button, the center, the hara, the pelvis. And as we stop midway through the body, over the course of the next 2 to 3 breaths, allow that sensation or that visualization of the skin just draping lazily over the skeleton, the muscles doing the same. Feel a even deeper sense of going inward and quieting and finding ease. Each breath sinking a little deeper. And then returning downward through the body, finding a way to relax the quadriceps and the hamstrings, the thighs in general. Find some space behind the back of the knees. Relax the kneecap, the calves, the shins. Then finally, like the hands, take a few breaths to release the tension that is held in the feet. Um, these workhorse parts of our bodies that um, feel the full brunt of our body every day. Uh, give them several breaths and a sense of gratitude and appreciation for uh, what they do for us. And then finally, just a few full body breaths. And with a sense of once and for all, just a nice big breath and letting it all go. almost taking on the features of a rag doll, um, just barely holding your posture in favor of ease and openness. Just a observation that I've made in this morning's meditation is one that it's noticeably a little bit more difficult, and it may just be me this morning and the message that I'm hearing. Um, certainly uh, led me to look for additional sources of strength in my thoughts. And one thing that popped into my mind that I thought I'd just sort of share, especially in this time of isolation, is for all the cynical view of um, you know especially in the political climate, about the idea of thoughts and prayers. Um, I imagine all of the communities out there in the world that are um, really, really generously attempting to reach out for the good of others. And this sense brings me hope, and it brings me um, a sense of strength. I think it's indeed up to me to find that strength and appreciate it. But this goes to any praying community. Um, in my world, I imagine from a Buddhist perspective, the mantra of the Bodhisattva of compassion, Om Mani Padme Hum, um, which is emblazoned upon the prayer flags, the Tibetan prayer flags um, that are displayed everywhere throughout the world, from the top of Mount Everest to a little corner here in my house. And let this be a reminder that there are parts of this world where there are strong, large communities of people who are putting out the intention of compassion and uh, altruism and the true, sincere wish that others be happy and not suffer from unhappiness. And these aren't all just Buddhists, these are Catholics, these are Hindus, um, these are Muslims, these are people from the African diaspora. Um, all of these communities share um, these forms of prayer and compassion for others. And so, if one's looking for a sense of a source of strength, um, don't discount those thoughts and prayers. Um, just the mere fact that they are out there means that others are reaching out to others, are reaching out to others um, with the hope to heal, the hope to console, the hope to make this a better world, the hope that everyone around them can find happiness, contentment, equanimity, joy, find that wisdom and compassion that comes from finding your true self and your connection to the world that makes you whole. So, holding on a bit to that feeling that we are being cradled in the vast expanse and openness of the universe and the community around us, let's slowly come out of our meditation. Allow the next inhale to be a little bit deeper. And on the exhale, Bring some movement to the fingers and the toes and the spine. Allow the next inhale to be a little bit deeper. And on the exhale, slowly open the eyes. May all living beings have happiness and its causes. May all be free from unhappiness and its causes. May all dwell in equanimity, free from attraction or aversion. May all quickly find the great happiness which lies beyond all misery. And may all enjoy inner and outer peace now and forever. Namo Amitofu. All right. Have a great day. Hang in there.